that read it. Blessed is he that believes and have not seen, but yet has believed. A lot of our people at this time are carnal. They're all doubting Thomases. You don't know who Thomas is. Thomas was one of the men that didn't believe in Yahushua until he said he touches his finger.
His
palm.
His wound on his palm. Yeah.
And his nail. And all sorts of things, you know?
That's doubting Thomas.
That's a doubting Thomas. That's what the word comes from. Because that man was named Thomas. Until Thomas, until Yahushua just, phased that out of nowhere. I wouldn't be surprised if he actually did phase that out of nowhere. And he's like, he already knew what he said. He's like, come, touch the palm of my hand. He's like, here, touch my nail. Here, thrust thy finger upon my side. He's like, oh Lord, thou art real. You want to find that?
I'm looking at it right now.
Alright. You can just search Thomas. You might find it. I know it's somewhere.
Okay. I think it's this one.
Yeah.
Yeah. John chapter 20, verse 24. But Thomas, one of the 12, called Didymus, was not with them when Yahushua came. The other disciples therefore said unto him, we have seen the Lord. But he said unto them, except I shall see in his hand the print of the nails, and put my finger in the print of the nails, and thrust my hand into his side, I will not believe. In other words, he said,
until he can feel it, he will believe it.
Exactly. He will not see it to, he will see it to believe it.
Yeah. See it to believe it. What?
And after 8 days again, his disciples were within, and Thomas with them. Then came Yahushua, the doors being shut, and stood in the midst, and said, peace be unto you.
He said Shalom. That's what he said in ancient Hebrew. Peace be unto you. Shalom.
Then said he to Thomas, reach hither, and behold, Salakia. Then said he to Thomas, reach hither thy finger, and behold my hand, and reach hither thy hand, and thrust it into my side, and be not faithless, but believing.
This is Thomas. Something you don't really hear much in the church. Alright?
And Thomas answered and said unto him, my Lord, my God. Yahushua said unto him, Thomas, because thou hast seen me and hast believed, blessed are they that have not seen yet have believed.
Right? This is all of this is based on faith. Now a person will ask, well, you can't You can't believe that. I don't see any evidence. They want to see it. You want to see the evidence. We've done our research. You don't have faith upon the word, our word, that the scriptures, that the Most High is coming to bring destruction upon this land. You don't have faith. You don't have faith that the wicked doers will gain their reward, as well as the righteous will gain their reward. You don't have faith that you don't actually believe that the kingdom of heaven is going to come. And you don't believe that the kingdom of heaven is on earth. You don't believe in any of that.
That's pretty cool.
Now that wicked servant that went back to his old ways, that wicked servant that went back to his old ways, he didn't have faith in the first place. He didn't believe in the first place. He was used for a little while, and then he went back to his wicked ways.
And faith is basically, and for you don't understand, faith is basically it's like trust. It's just trust.
Mm-hmm.
When you trust, then you do things.
It's kind
You
of
trust
like
in the
love.
word.
It's like love, actual love.
Not what these new generations just say love. They don't actually mean it. They don't actually know the meaning behind that. It ain't like when those Christians say, nah. Because the Most High showed us love by putting us into bondage, hardcore slavery. We were hung and everything like that. That was love. Why? Because it's like taking a belt to your child, and you're whipping your child because he did something bad. But you're actually showing love towards him because you don't want him doing something bad. You don't want him doing something bad.
It's like chastising, for correctness.
Spare not the rod, says the Most High. And what our rod is the rod of man. That's our whipping stick. It's the rod of man. Back then we didn't use a belt. We used a rod, a stick, and we whooped their ass, literally. They did bad. You wanna go over and disobey your parent? You get the rod.
And at least that's better than death, because I will correct you.
Yeah, but we anchored the Most High to the point that we were put in hardcore bondage. We anchored the Most High for us to be in this state. You are completely lost as a people. You believe that your people are called by those bywords: blacks, Latinos, Native Americans. Nah, man. You don't know you had names before that. No, not Cherokee. No, not African. No, not Latino Latino natives. Or what is it? What do they call them? Seminole Indians. The Seminole Indians. You got the Mayans. Man, that's not your history.
I'm gonna break down those bywords. Blacks is not a nation, it's a color. Latinos, it's not even a name of a nation, it's the name of a language. That's all it is.
Latin.
Native Americans, it's not Native Americans, because the word America wasn't around at that time before the so-called Europeans.
Native means indigenous, I believe. Native means indigenous.
Indigenous of your own land. Your own land.
Like-
Indigenous, you know.
No, your name is not no Cherokee. No, you want some no Choo-Choo tribe? Nah.
Sioux Indian, Blackfoot, Cherokee, Navajo.
You have a history behind that. And all you can remember, all the devil will tell you is that your history stops there. Because he ain't gonna let you remember. Because if you remember, it is the beginning of his downfall. Why? Because you are the greatest people on earth. You are the salt of the earth. Who do you think built the planes? No, it wasn't the was it the started with the W, the Whitley brothers. I don't know.
You mean the Wright brothers?
The Wright brothers. It wasn't them that built the plane. It was Jake. It was straight up Jacob. The Israelites. You are an Israelite.
We gave the blueprint for anything that is built. We had the blueprint.
Your AC, your refrigerator, your anything of the sorts. That's why you don't see anything in the world right now. You don't see anything in this world progressing other than weaponry. The reason weaponry are progressing is because the devil is blessed with the sword. That is why the devil rules this world. The reason anything's not progressing, they said there was going to be flying cars back in around World War I. And this time, ain't going to be no flying cars. Reason not going to be no flying cars because Jake ain't going to make that. Mosai don't allow it.
World's Fair in 1939. They say there was going to be flying cars by the time it hits 1980. 1980 came and went. Now, by the 1980, the future Back to the Future movie says there was going to be flying cars by the year 2015. What happened? 2015 came and went. We're in 2019.
Yeah. Man.
Our people's been broken down so much that there's no more creativity. We're not gonna be productive in this kingdom. We're not productive in this kingdom.
In the next kingdom, what does I say? And I like how he said it. Esau, you are going to be jelly. You're going to be jelly. Why? Because the way we are going to live will be far surpassed yours. And you work so hard to try to achieve it. You work so hard to try to achieve what we're going to get. But the Most High is going to allow it, and it ain't going to even take long. Alright? We're going to force you to build it. Because you forced us. You made us build this very city. Alright? You made us build Wilkes-Barre. He didn't make a joke, man. No, the more this word spreads, the better, man. Yo, that day when the gospel is spread across the world is the day the Son of Man shall be. Roughly paraphrasing. This is in Matthew 24 chapter.
So whatever he does is prophecy.
Yo, no matter what Esau tries to do, he tries to keep the truth in the dark. He tries so hard to keep the truth in the dark. He's even trying to go for you too. He's trying to go for you too. But guess what, dude? Prophecies don't lie upon what you do.
He's helping the prophecy.
No matter what you do,
Just go with it.
there's nothing you can do against the truth before the truth. No matter what you do, your very existence is part of prophecy. You are damned to destruction. You're cursed to death, literally.
Whatever Esau's doing, all of this is just going to speed up the prophecy.
Speed up the prophecy. Yo, man.
He might as
Yo.
well. Esau might as well just give up, and sit in a corner in a dark cave and just cry.
Esau's prideful, so he's not gonna do that.
Yo, man, he going in the cave.
It's very
Most likely
sarcastic.
gonna tear open the mountain. He's gonna grab him out of there.
Esau is done. Esau is done. Whatever he does is speed up the prophecy. If he don't do anything, sits around, he still was labeled since the beginning of time as a vagabond. So either way, he's leading to destruction anyways. He's a perdition.
We got our people trying to befriend the enemy. You're completely lost as a people.
Esau's bad when he's idle. Esau's bad when he's not.
He's bad at just existing.
Just existing. That's
Just
it.
existing.
It's 607.
Right in the kingdom, you're gonna live. You're gonna
It's
work. You're
607.
gonna work for 1,000 years in hardcore bondage righteously. All right, and after that, you're gonna cease to exist. You're gonna cease to exist. You know what cease means? You know what cease means? It means stop. Immediate stop. You're gonna stop existing.
So Esau may come back, but it won't be Esau. He will just come back as other nations.
Yeah.
That's it.
Probably. I don't know. You know, in the kingdom,
It just be a destroyed servant, a destroyed.
in the kingdom, you won't even have remembered. I mean, your very history won't even be remembered. All right, you're not even going to be remembered. You're not even going to be remembered as a slave that you were a slave before. No, it's going to be like an evil people. That's all you're going to have as a title. The evil people. Esau's name is gone.
Or probably be just that serpent or that dragon or that devil.
Or the devil.
That's
or
it.
Satan. The adversary.
The
It's
adversary.
going to be the greatest story ever told. Greatest story ever told. It's going to be beautiful, man. Y'all Bashim Yahusha, Bashim Kakurah, willingly brought this up. That the men that are teaching the truth and the sincerity make it to them. Make it. Blessed is that servant that the Lord found so doing. For he shall make him ruler over many things. Over many things. Man. That one scripture is talking about talent. Each servant got their talent. And you make profit off the talent. And what's the talent? The understanding of the truth. You know, we don't know the truth by whole. We don't know the scriptures by whole. But we're a whole body, as I said before. We're not just here in this city. We're the prophets only in this city. Alright? But on the four corners of the earth, we're on the four corners of the earth. And if we're bundled together, we got the whole truth right there. And who's gonna put the icing on the top? Guess who? Guess who's putting the icing on the top? Yahusha. And who ultimately made the cake? The Most High himself. That cake is for the Most High himself, man. He made it just for himself. Guess what? He's the potter. And the potter has power over the clay.
So all the glory belongs to Jehovah.
All honor and glory. And we're his men. We're his men. In the kingdom, the 144,000 are going to be as the Most High. Godlike powers. Godlike powers. And the 1/3, I don't know about the 2/3. Don't get me wrong, man. If any I sees this, put it in the comment section if you do know. But the 1/3, possibly 2/3, will be as David. The feeble shall be as David. Alright?
Yeah, the least.
The 144,000, some of the 144,000 are going to get spiritual power. Some of the spiritual power that we're going to have in the kingdom here. And man, I can't wait to see Esau's face when he sees that. Woo! Oh my gosh, that's scientifically impossible. How is that possible? He's walking through bullets. A tank just shot him on the shell, and he's still walking. He didn't even put a scratch. He's shooting, and all you see is smoke come out. And not even anything. And you look on the ground, you got that smashed bullet. The bullet doesn't even look like it smashed into a metal plate or anything. It's not like a little bit crushed here. The whole thing's crushed like a mini plate. And man, I can't wait to see Esau's face when he's flying in a jet. And you got one of the men with spiritual power just go like this and go like and just like get on that jet like Hulk when you did that to that one jet in Avengers or one of the guys from Superman, one of Zod's men.
Oh, he did something.
Yeah, he jumped on that jet. And
That was Zod.
He didn't even take off the cup of glass. He just shoved his head in there and pulled him out.
That was none. I think his name was none.
Yeah.
I think the Zod
Oh, man.
more something an angel would do.
Stand over here a little. Yeah, man. I can't wait to see Esau's face when that happens. Oh, Esau is on the submarine. He's like, and they're like, there's like something on the radar. There's something on the sonar, and it's coming in quick. He's like, what's the speed on it? It's 500 miles away, 300 miles away, 100 miles away,
This isn't even
50 miles away.
This isn't even me, dude.
It's right. It disappeared.
Yeah.
And all they hear is boom. And the whole thing just like moves and they're like, oh.
Yeah, it could be like this. It could be like 500 miles away, then all of a sudden, boom. It was just 500 miles away.
Yo,
How did this
man.
really get there?
We'll be like human torpedoes.
Yeah, we've been giving praise to the Most High all throughout that.
Yeah, we were.
man.
We were
Oh,
literally. We can.
oh, man.
You and Tito. I can even talk. You and torpedoes bust into that fucking submarine. Excuse my language. And we can still explode, but we will still be alive.
Yo, let me find that skill. Yo, man, remember that part in Brightburn? Who didn't watch Brightburn?
I won't.
We all did here.
Okay. Woo, there it is. There it is. It's Zechariah. This is it. Alright, let me start at 7. Zechariah chapter 12, verse 7. The Lord also shall save the tents of Judah first, that the glory of the house of David and the glory of the inhabitants of Jerusalem do not magnify themselves against Judah. In that day, Yahweh defend the inhabitants of Jerusalem, and he that is feeble among them on that day shall be as David. And the house of David shall be as the Most High, as Yahweh, as God, as power, as the angel of the Lord before them. The angel of Yahweh before them. So you're gonna be like an angel. And the angel's already huge. Yo, there was actually one time when Edomite actually saw an angel with his bare eyes. He saw him with his bare eyes. But he couldn't believe what he saw. Because I bet you in his head, he probably thought it would be like two little aliens coming down from the cockpit. Like, but no, it's complete opposite. It ain't looking like no big head green alien with big eyes. Nah. It is a big, what you call a black man. What the world calls. No, it was a big, dark-skinned man coming down from that.
And that was an encounter also in Russia
Yeah.
in 1989.
They say it was like 7, 8 feet tall. Yo, that's huge. Yo, I don't know if any Ock plays Dark Souls, but there's a species in there called the God species, and they're about 7 to 8 feet tall or taller. All right, and man, and they're in the house of David are gonna be as God. You're gonna have godlike powers.
Right.
Most I says.
Imagine you as tall as that.
Oh, let
That's
me
that square,
continue.
that entrance.
And it shall come to pass in that day that I will seek to destroy all nations that come against Jerusalem. Now, does that sound nice? Does that say he's coming to save all nations through the blood of Christ? Yo,
There won't be no
since-
hugs in the end.
Where in the scriptures does it say that that Yahushua, what is where indeed calls Jesus, died for every single nation and all the heathens? Where does it say that? Where does it say that the heathens could be drafted in? No, there's two meanings for Gentiles. I'm gonna break it to you. Be in denial all you want, but the truth shall seek its way out. The spiritual Gentile, which is an Israelite that thinks he's of another nation. Now, if an Israelite, if a so-called if a so-called black man, so you have an easier idea, because I don't know what's with you in Judah. If he went over to lie with a Chinese woman in China, right? And she had a so-called a so-called black man's son, but he looks Chino, all right? And he went to go lie with another Chino woman. There goes the light skin starts getting into the baby, all right? So now the baby's starting to get lighter skin. Over the years. Now the baby doesn't even look like he's dark skinned anymore. Alright? Now
Yeah, it could be like Bruce Lee. You know, there's a famous Judite songwriter and singer, and he's Judite, but you know his mom is a Moab.
Let me continue, because if that baby from that baby and that baby's children's children, they're going to be walking in the ways of the heathens, thinking that they're all that heathen nation. But little do they know is that their fathers go back to the Israelites. That's a Gentile. And a Gentile being grafted in is an Israelite that thinks he's of another nation coming back into the adoption of sons. And the only adoption of sons is the Israelites can only obtain that, as it says in Romans the 9th chapter. That only the Israelites have obtained adoption, or pretended the adoption. If that Chino looking Judite baby comes back to the truth, he's come back to being an Israelite again. He was a Gentile before, and now he's an Israelite. So simple. You're in denial. The Most High says he's coming to destroy all nations that come against Jerusalem. And now what nation has come against Jerusalem? All of them. Every single one of them. Every single nation on this earth. All 17 nations. Alright? There are 17 nations on the planet Earth. And they all come against Jerusalem. And guess what the Most High is going to do? And how is the Most High going to glorify himself? Through his men. By showing you that there's one living power. And only one power. And he's the power of Israel. And he is to be feared. You think you're nuclear bombs. You're afraid of nuclear bombs. Imagine him coming, and he's way more hotter than that. Way more hotter than that. And single angel says 10,000 suns?
One angel is brighter than 10,000 suns.
One angel is brighter than 10,000 suns. Now imagine the Most High. You'll be blind. Just having just a peek of it. Just a peek. You'll be instantly blind. Not rendered blind for a few hours, not like a nuclear bomb. No. Completely blind.
It's so cold.
Yep.
I feel like
I still got Bravo.
doesn't it feel like you've spilt water on your feet and you went out in the cold? We've been recording for an hour. Sorry.
We're gonna end it off 6:30.
This is Isaiah chapter 59 verse 19. For so shall they fear the name of Yahweh from the west, and the glory of the rising of the sun when the enemy shall come in like a flood, the Spirit of Yahweh shall lift up a standard against him. Alright? Lift up a standard. Your standard Israelite man, that you think that all he speaks is blasphemy, but he's actually speaking the truth. Right now he's standing. But when that spirit is lifted up in him, that spiritual power, oh man, you're in for a surprise. Your scientists can't figure it out. Go ahead and try to capture them and dissect them. You ain't gonna find a thing. Because Esau can't figure out what spirituality is. Because you are people of carnality. And the people of carnality persecute the people who are spiritual. As it says in Galatians. Oh, you got Proverbs? Our people don't. Let me just get back to that point. Our people hear this, and they're like, oh, and then, you know, that a little bit of faith, just a little bit. At least that's what they think. And then, you know, stuff ain't happening, so they're like, I don't believe that anymore. I don't believe that anymore. The scriptures talks about that.
Proverbs 26. Oh, you got something?
Oh no. There's actually a little scripture that also mentions it. And that's the New Testament.
Proverbs chapter 26, verse 11. As a dog returneth to his vomit, so a fool returneth to his folly. Seest thou a man wise in his own conceit? There is more hope of a fool than him.
As a dog that returneth to his vomit is as a man returneth to his folly. You threw away your old man, and you're returning right back to your old man. Your old man's nothing but vomit, farce, dung. Alright, when you come into this truth, you throw away all that you have in this world. I said all that you have in this world. You literally remove the mindset that you have in the world. Oh, what job am I gonna get in the future? What else? What else is there? How am I gonna get a girlfriend? What else is there? How can I make people like me on Instagram or YouTube? Or people subscribe to me on YouTube.
How many views am I gonna have?
How many views am I gonna get? Or
likes?
Oh man, I can't wait to get that car. Or anything that's carnal in this world, man. Or your lust of the flesh, man. Man, that man's wife looks fine.
I want to be rich.
You return into your vomit. That's vomit. When you come into the truth, you're supposed to put off that old man. You're supposed to puke that old man away. All right, just to put it simple. Put it in a bag, zip it up, and throw it into the river. You ain't supposed to even look back like man, I just threw up, and then you look back. Vomit sure looks delicious. Man, nasty, man. This is 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 21. For it had been better for them to not know the way of righteousness than after they have known it, to turn from the holy commandment delivered unto them. So it would have been better if you didn't know the truth in the first place. Because we warned you. This is why they hate the prophets of the Most High. Because they love darkness rather than light, because their deeds were evil. And this light, it's like it comes to them anyways, and they hiss and screech. You know, because their evil deeds shall be revealed.
As his and screech is another term to say you're being scoffed at, being telling you off, reproaching against, talking against the word, not agreeing. And it's not us. It's not coming from us. That's the scriptures.
Yeah,
You
yo,
know,
what's a good example? Okay, yo, these exorcist shows. You hear these demons. I hate you, or something like that.
yeah, if you look at it in a spiritual sense.
Yeah,
and
that's
it's not
that's
about
how
that.
before.
It's not. See, in the movies it shows like the Exorcist, like the demons saying all that, but you look at it in a spiritual sense. It's
That's how
basically-
the people are.
That's how people behave.
Yeah, the threats. I'm gonna take out your tongue and shove it down your throat. That's
People-
what that demon would say
people-
in the Exorcist thing.
people-
They said they'll threaten their life or anything like that. Yo, that's what they do to the prophets of the Most High.
Cursing you out, literally cursing.
Yeah.
Like cursing. You know.
Man. 22. 2 Peter chapter 2, verse 22. But it happened unto them according to a true proverb. The dog is turned to his own vomit again, and so that was washed to were wallowing in the mire. Oh, when you like, man, if it had internet on your actual get into the interliner of wallowing in mire.
Wallowing.
Wallowing in mire. The interliner.
What?
Let me see. Look, actually, let me. He's got heat on me.
His phone already hit 15%. Phone hit 15%.
Come on.
It just jumped out.
Really? Really? It's about to
It's 6:29. Time's going fast. Holy crap.
You said that it's good. As soon as about to hit 6:30, he said, here.
Alright. It actually looked.
Phone's on here. My mouth is still stiff.
Why are you still walking?
Wallow?
Oh, okay. This is. No, I got it. Yeah, it's a lining. It's thing rolled.
This phone hit 1%.
Thing rolled, wallowed, mud or mire. See?
What does that mean?
I didn't check. It wasn't that long ago since I checked the phone percent. It was like 40-something%. And then, like just 20 minutes later, it's already 15. That's phone hit 1.
Rolling in the mire. That's what mire means. Shit. Doug. Yeah. Yo, the soul that was washed to or wallowing in the mire, rolling in the mire. That was